What are you expecting in this one, Dirk?
I don't know. Like, you can sit there and be like, oh, you know what? This is what we're going to see right off the bat. I mean, it's just the story of how this has all been panning out. It's a phenomenal offense against the league's best defense. And that's been the story for the Wizards is, are they going to end up folding at any point? Are they going to have any defensive lapses? They're going to have their hands full with Splashy. I mean, this is just so much pressure, as you were saying, for a point guard. But for somebody that's going out there and probably wants to go put up like 30 points a game, that's going to be the biggest thing for Jazz Gaming and obviously to focus on for the Wiz.
Shot clock running down. First possession for the Wizards. Shot from the corner. Got it.
Man, that's a big shot by
He's automatic. That's something every time from that right corner he gets an opportunity, you just can't leave him open.
Come on,
Lottie comes right back and hits a three of his own. We had a lot of people out there trying to get their knowledge in on the NBA 2K League. You can predict the performance of your favorite teams and players through the entirety of the finals delivered with DoorDash. We have one grand prize winner that can win some exclusive NBA 2K League finals gear. You can go to NBA2KLeague.predictionsgame.com to play. No purchase necessary. See official rules for details. 3-3 ball game, and there's a quick foul.
I want to see if JBM continues to go for this high screen. It's like almost like a double screen at the top to get that switch to try to get Splash on him. And Splash is doing it right back to him to get the mismatch, and that's going to open up Rhea and Dayfry down low. So it's like I want to see if they continue to attack the mismatches.
It's a turnover.
Here we go. It's Splash Island right here. It's time to dance. If Dayfry can dance.
Oh man, dancing with Splashy. Nobody in the league.
Man. Oh man, this is gonna be good. That right there, that right there. If Splash want to take his team home, he's gonna have to win it on that island. If if he's gonna be that guy, he's gonna be finals MVP. His dancing shoes got to be on against Splash.
Well, opening timeout with Splashy's been the self-proclaimed best player in the league. Dirk, you starting to back it up.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the playoffs is where you kind of solidify that, right? You can be the best regular season player, but then once these playoffs roll around, how you perform is kind of how it sets it up for the future going to the next season. And everyone knows Splashy's been one of the top guards, but he's really making that case for it here. If you come out and win the title, I mean, whoever wins, right, they're the best at that moment. He wins that finals MVP, kind of secures it as being the best point guard in the league.
There's only been 4 #1 picks in the league. You got 2 of them in this contest.
This is really interesting, man, because Rhea's like probably the best in the league at not giving up the slip. Look at this. And Dayfry's the best at taking the slip, and JBM's the best at hitting. This is going to be a crazy matchup. There you go, right there. Good pass, good rotations. That's great defense.
And B. Rich will have to let it go. And he makes it. Wow.
That's tough. They play great defense for 23 seconds.
We always say it, right? You got to play good defense for 24. that little extra, that second, that's where they get you.
It's so interesting, man. And awkward may be the best rotation in the game. Good switch, good block by Dini.
Here's Dayfry out on the break, and Splashy with the mismatch. We'll just wrap them up. 6-5 here early. Game 1, best of 5. Live from Dallas, Texas, Jazz representing the Western Conference, Wizards from the East, and Nudini can't get it to go.
Spectacular cut.
And we got another foul starting to pile up here. This one's on Rhea.
See, I think Dini, I mean, we know Dini, right? That's obviously the winningest player, but even going to the Season 2 finals when you squared off against him, he's one of the only players that's been live on a stage and played in a final setting. And he's not the most vocal guy, but you have to think he's helped a lot with the preparation and, the nerves and everything that goes into this.
Man, Dini is he's just straight up a winner, man. It's tough to compete against him. He's really skilled and good. Great block.
And there's a foul. Timeout. And we got a timeout in celebration of the NBA 2K League playoffs and finals delivered with DoorDash, taking place right here in Dallas. The NBA 2K League is proud to support both the YMCA Metropolitan Dallas and the Dallas ISD Esports Club to expand the access to gaming and esports for the girls. This effort is part of the NBA 2K League's commitment to becoming a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive league. And its contribution is an important step in helping increase participation in both esports and gaming among women and girls. Great thing that the league has been doing over these past couple seasons. And we've, each and every year, seen better and better women join the league, including right here, one in Dallas. 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐞, who could be a superstar one day. And JBM, long rebound.
Jazz are playing really good defense. JBM loves that right hash, and it's, so he's coming up. He likes that leaner, especially going right. He's a righty, so he gets it off faster. So it's like, but the Jazz they're shrinking the floor on him. So it's big shot by Lottie.
And there's Lottie, the man they had last year. They made a good run in the playoffs. He ended up getting picked up by Milwaukee, but they traded Exposed mid-season to get him back.
There you go. That's that pinch. There you go right there.
And what a dive by Beezus, and he'll call timeout. What hustle, Dirk.
That's that, I mean, the get up and get back, the way that you played it perfect. I mean, Dini was open there for a little bit. That starts to get your mind scrambling. Bear just said it best. That's where he loves to work out. You're trying to get into that sweet spot that we've seen really utilized throughout the entirety of the season, to where you can get a bailout pass to the corner, maybe if they go up there and contest it. But it's getting that bump and not getting forced into the reach animation to do it. And diving on the ball, I mean, it's a love-hate relationship with a lot of people. Sometimes you dive on it, the ball gets knocked out of bounds, but good timeout. That's that momentum shift, right? We're still trying to see who's going to be able to take over and start to pick up the pace a little bit, because right now we're just seeing a super even contest.
5 points for Lottie. He leads all scorers here in the first quarter of game one.
That's a great pickup for the Jazz, and halfway through the season to get Lottie. They missed him. They got him back from last season. That's a big pickup. He's hooping too.
7-6. That's the voice of Bear, season 2 Finals MVP.
Big swing possession right here. If Jazz could score right here, they can get some momentum.
And
Lottie's hooping, man.
Lottie's got 7 points.
He is going crazy. They're chatting too, man. They're chatting. They Fries going back and forth with Beezus, and Splash is getting into it. They're not accepting that switch. Ooh, that's his shot.
JBM right on cue. Let's check it with Harris.
Thanks, Scott. Well, the theme of the NBA 2K League this year was shooting threes and playing great defense. And lucky for us, we have the 2 best teams in the league at doing both of those things, especially in the playoffs. The Jazz Gaming, number 2 in three-point percentage, and number 2 in opponents' three-point percentage in terms of not allowing them to shoot threes. The Wizards were number 1 in both of those stats. These are the 2 best 3-and-D teams in the league. So whoever wins the 3-and-D battle, like we've seen all throughout the playoffs, is going to win this game. One thing to note, both of these teams have not allowed their opponents to shoot over 50% from 3 in any series so far. So this is going to be a big matchup to see who can control the perimeter.
Thanks so much, Harris. Certainly the Wizards coming into this one want to box up Splashy. Yeah, that's allowed Lottie to have a field day as we are under a minute now. We get Beezus. That's his 2nd foul there in the first quarter.
The Jazz, I could tell they prepped a game plan. If you could tell, the corners, both corners, whichever JBM side is on, they're shrinking the floor, kind of like how Blazers love to play. There we go. Rhea sits down on that slip almost better than anybody in the league. It's going to be tough. JBM's going to have to get it going from the outside. And JBM, once he get it going, he got the snowball effect. So it's going to be interesting.
Well, it feels like Utah's got the momentum, but the reigning champions are only down by 2. Literally, you want to be the champs, you got to beat the champs.
Great shot.
And Lord Beezus at the buzzer.
That's something that's underrated in Rhea's game right there. Him and Dave Fry are probably top 3 passers at center. So he had a mismatch. He could have dunked, kick it out. That's tough. That's tough to deal with.
Jack hits over to B. Rich. Back to Jack. Got his family in town from New York. And that's in and out. First time they've ever seen him play live. And that won't fall, but the Jazz promising first quarter, 14-9. We are just getting started here from Dallas. It's the Season 4 NBA 2K League Finals delivered with DoorDash.
Dirk and Bear to Beast.
Thanks so much, Autumn. Not mentioned on the graphic there that I'm going to come out and drop a few bars, Bear. Probably didn't know I had it in me, but
I still say I got to rap battle Scott sometime. I say go toe-to-toe.
Splashy. There's Rhea right there. Free boards. The patience won't go. Now it's loose. And back and forth we go. And the Wizards trying to get an easy one, and they will.
Dave Fry's chatting. He's up. He's chatting. He's going back and forth. Oh man, this is good. It's going to be a good one.
What's the craziest thing, right? I mean, we've seen so far in this playoffs, like you have the potential for Lottie to just go crazy in some of the games, take a lot of pressure off the Splash, but also when you're looking at the other side with how that all pans out, it's going to be tough to really start to get that going if you can just get Splashy and Lottie going towards the same page.
Now let's compete with the 3. Backdoor cut.
Great pass. I don't understand how, like, this is, I feel like I'm in the game. I literally, like, I'm watching it, I'm seeing it happen. This is intense, man. This is going to be a great series.
Honestly, the biggest game changer, I think, for me so far, it's just been 𝐵eezus, his effect out of the corner. It's hard for power forwards to really make, a big statement, but we touched up on it when they're shrinking every single time JBM wants to go over towards that hash. I mean, he's been making plays, and he's been so consistent all playoff long when it comes to shooting.
Splashy's been quiet. There's the 𝐵eezus who Dirk was talking about. It's it off to Rhea, shortest pass ever in the league. And Compete can't hit, but Rhea once again. And they'll foul him. Offensive rebounds are killer, Bear.
Man, the way you could get the 3-ball up in like the multitude of ways on this. Ooh, big shot. Man, that kid, the Splash does not miss. He missed that one early on that break, and I was like, he don't miss those, but you cannot leave Splash open. But yeah, like you say, offensive boards and the way these bigs can pass, everybody on defense, like you have to be on a string even after the board.
Here's 𝐷Fry, gets it back to JBM.
They got the switch.
And they go down to the big fella, and he'll use the backboard. Let's check in with India.
Scott, the intensity is exactly what you would expect here in the finals matchup. You've got family and friends down here smacking the Bam Bams, Thundersticks, whatever you want to call them. And you've got 𝐷Fry chirping over at Lord 𝐵eezus saying, hey, it's just a couple of points. Settle down, little boy. Kind of calling him a little boy there. And you've got Just Awkward smacking the chairs. And, of course, Splash every single time. Dot! That's what he's yelling, Scott. It's getting heated down here.
Lottie fouling this from the jumper. Thanks so much in India. And we got another foul by 𝐵eezus. That'll be his 3rd.
Dirk, I want to hear your opinion. What are you seeing out there as far as if I feel like it's a big shot. That's a big shot. I was just about to say I see the Wizards are a little, and that's the pace that JBM is probably the best with pace. So it's like, as far as if you're the Wizards, what do you try to do to get going right now? Because I think after the first they're like 3-4-11.
I think it's tough, right? Because, I mean, fast breaks, you know it better than anybody else. Fast breaks is such an easy way to get everything going. And then you start to play at their pace now. It's exactly what you need. Get that defense turned into the offense, and then everything will start coming. And from that point on, a lot more is just going to end up opening up. The biggest key for me is that the Wizards always do this thing where they put 𝐷eeany on the pick and roll. Then they put 𝐷Fry on the pick and roll. And they've been mixing and matching. 𝐷eeany started off, now 𝐷Fry's on it. And I think it's for this. I think they trust him when he gets these switches one-on-one.
There's Splashy, mid-range jumper, gets the lead back. I mean, we've been gassing up the Jazz, and they've been playing well. But the Wizards only down by 1 here.
It's a championship team right here, Scott. Even though I feel like Jazz have momentum, they're only up 1. And I feel like the Wizards haven't, they haven't unleashed, and they're right here in the ballgame.
And 𝐷Fry can't make the bunny. Back the other way is Utah. And Lottie trying to fight through the contact. Nothing there. Headed back the other way. And 𝐷Fry will use 2 hands for safety, and the Wizards regain the lead.
That's all it's been, right? This is this run that the Wizards are going on right now. It's just been getting the rebounds and getting out and moving on the break.
That's a smart play by 𝐷Fry, too, because a lot of people get baited and try to go for that 3-ball and have to pass back. He just simply took it to the hoop.
Splashy at the hash. She's hit one there earlier. Gives it a Compete. Back here to Splashy.
This defense is crazy, man. They move on a string, and it is. Look at 𝐷Fry. Big shots, guys.
Couldn't time it, and the Jazz regain the lead, 24-23. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Game 1, best of 3. Scott Cole, Bear, Dirt to Castro along with you. Whole crew here in Dallas, and JBM in and out.
It's a good look. Oh man, they're running hyper switches at the top. JBM is they're rapping, but it's almost as if it's a double screen to get that switch, but they're hyper switching it back. So it's like it's gonna be interesting to see how both of these teams adjust offensively and defensively. This is a chess match.
Well, offensive rebounds have already come into play here early, 26-23. Lottie was hot in that first quarter, but he has cooled off here in the second. Coming up on a minute to go.
Compete is fighting. He's fighting, man. He don't want to get. They're trying not to get that switch, and it's working right now.
And the lob, no! 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐞, the pass to JBM, and they hit it. Wow.
Look at 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐞. Offense oriented. Get the board off the missed oop and kick it to the right man. That's when, like, that's 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐞 for you. That's when in basketball, broken play turns into a 3.
Explain to the viewers at home, Bear, when you're talking about these hyper switches on defense.
Got you. So normally, right now, Splash tried to get the switch, and �CPETE is fighting. He did not want to give up the switch, and both of them do it really well. So the lock is on the point guard, and when they wrap, you normally get a switch. So if Splash is matched up with JBM, now �CPETE is going to run to his hash, and Splash is going to run all the way to the opposite hash. And it's like, if you're not shooting those quick gap shots, passing, anticipating, it's going to be tough, and the defense is going to get what they want.
Here's Awkward. It's all about the mismatches.
Great pass.
Back to Awkward. He hit it. He doesn't miss.
Now Awkward's up, chat. This is good. This is good. This is good.
Jazz will hold it for the final shot of the half. They've had the momentum, and they trail by 3.
Look at that. Awkward took away his middle for the first, 6-7 seconds. Pushed him, he iced him, pushed him to the hash, and then just went under the screen and chased him. Awkward is elite, man. He's elite.
No question about it. Final 5 seconds of the half. Lottie gets it back to Splash. He's got to force it up in the corner. They're tied.
You can never give him space, ever. That kid can never get open.
29-29. The best 2 teams in the league facing off here in Dallas. And Splashy up and talking. Let's take a look at this one more time. Lottie nowhere to go. Splashy to the corner. You bet ya. Brings us level here in game 1 as we head to the half here in the NBA 2K League Finals.
JBM I met his mom, and she's like, "Yeah, you play for the Jazz." I'm like, "Nah, unfortunately, we lost." And she's like, "I'm JBM's mom," and I'm like, "Oh, that's Baby Jack. I call him Baby Jack." But I think JBM is going to figure it out, man. He's playing cool, calm, and collected right now. I think he's going to, he's playing great 9 and 7, but I think he's going to pick it up to another notch.
Well, he's like one of the best passers in the league, right? So even, again, if he's able to just build up the takeover when he gets that, all of a sudden he becomes even bigger threat than he was before. And again, it's just finding the right reads, making the right passes, and they do this crazy thing where Awkward just somehow gets up double-digit scoring every single game, whether it's backdoors. He's very active as a lockdown when it comes down to putting the ball in the basket.
We are tied at 29 apiece. It was a wild first half, back and forth. Jazz had most of the momentum in the first quarter. Wizards came back and seized it in the second. And then Splashy, just like hitting that shot, hit one at the buzzer to end the first half. And they are up by 2.
I think his mid-range is going to be there all game. I think he's going to be able to get to that spot all game. It's a great pass. Ooh, that's it.
Boy, 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐞 usually makes that, and Dayfry's right there to help clean it up. Let's check back in with Autumn.
Hey guys, I just wanted to add a little bit to that championship team, especially with Dayfry being back in Dallas. If we can remember from season 3, that remote championship, they were only able to celebrate with each other in that moment. We saw that big celebration, all the guys hugging each other, hyping them up. But now that Dayfry's family is in that crowd, they're able to also celebrate him as well if they can get it done tonight. So it's a little bit personal to him knowing that his family and friends were right down the street. They can come support him. He said it would mean the world to him if he can get it done in the facility he started in. As we all know, he was traded away from the Mavs and now to this squad in DC. So it's just really special to him to share this moment with his family as he's trying to make history with this team.
They got a long way to go. Thanks so much, Autumn. 34-31. JBM to tie it. No.
It's a big shot.
Too strong.
If you're at home and you're a center in the chat and you play 2K, you should watch Rhea, especially if you don't want to run a rotational defense. He plays this game with the point guard that is like, it's annoying to play against because he's sitting in that perfect spot to where he can lunge jump. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's deep 3.
That's back-to-back 3 balls. You do not want Splash to get going if you're the
He's got 20.
Yeah.
After a quiet first quarter.
I mean, he's getting his confidence too, even when Awkward's on him. He's getting up and chatting to him. I mean, that midi crab is always there, and that's what Splashy's letting Awkward know time and time again. And that's been the go-to, and that's what breaks it open, because then he starts to scramble, and then that's when you can see the other side of Splashy, the one that doesn't want to score, the one that wants to facilitate and get those assists up.
37-34 after the 3 from B-Rich there at the DoorDash logo. Splashy will dig in.
Man, as I'm watching this is a complete chess match. That's it. That shot, if he wants that shot, Splash, the way you have to guard him so high because he will not, it's not like Splash going to take 53 pointers. He's going to take 10 to 15, and he can go 10 of 12. Like, he can go 13 or 15. Big shot by JBM. Big shot.
Hits the green, and he trailed by 2. 39-37. Splashy, little forecourt pressure. Token pressure from the Wizards.
I want to see how this defense now adjusts to Splash getting it going. It's a couple threes back to back. He hit the mid-range. This is Splash game. Now this is when he's dangerous to me because he got the defense at his mercy, but this is the best defense in the world. And I can see the JBM trying. Look at this. Look Aqua fighting it. It's a chess match, man. It's a chess match.
Wizards uncharacteristically been turning it over. You can test your skills in the NBA 2K21 PlayStation tournaments. The NBA 2K League Triple Threat competition. This week, PlayStation's running the final on-console tournament where players can earn rewards. Registration's now open and the tournament starts this Sunday, September 5th. That's tomorrow at noon Eastern on both PlayStation 4 and 5. For more information and to sign up, go to compete.playstation.com. Tell you what, Dirk, we got a good one. Just a 2-point game.
Yeah, I think it just right now are going to be able to cool Splash off in any way possible because you just can't have him be picking you apart like this and then this is where the big factor comes in. If Splashy's scoring like this, you have to have JBM pick up the score at some point to try to match that all the way through. So that's going to be the biggest thing. The rest of this second half is, damage control. He's 9 of 13. He's only missed 2 threes. He's getting to all of his spots. You got to find a way to make it very uncomfortable when he's getting into that mid-range.
Here's Jack now. Second year in the league, won the championship as a rookie. Udini finally getting it going, and the Wizards are up 1.
I think that's the key right there for JBM. I want to see if, as I'm watching it, Bees, especially when JBM's left hash, Bees is high. So I want to see if he's going to start throwing some guessers and start, that's deep, and start throwing some cuts for Udini. If they can get Udini involved, I think he can relieve that pressure for himself and start to, it'll open up his shots wheel.
These break stars are getting scared for the Wiz. That's happened a lot where like Rhea maybe gets one of those, you press square as soon as they try to throw the outlet. Compete's got it in there. I'd like for him to maybe slow it down at some point.
Wow, how about B Rich?
They stealing my plays, Dirk. I see it. JBM and B Rich are stealing it. It's scary. This is scary hours for Jazz because JBM could get like Udini missed one open, B Rich missed one open. It's like they're getting open looks, and if they hit, the threes could get to add up. And if you let the Wizards shoot threes, their defense can make plays. That's what I'm saying. If you allow them to make threes and they can come on the other end and force you to take a mid-range or not give up a 3, it's going to be a tough night.
Well, it'll be Dayfry, I believe, will stroll the stripe. He's got 6 points, 8 rebounds already, and it's actually awkward making the first. That was an awkward free throw for me in it.
It's probably like the best thing possible, fouling and put him at the line anyway. I mean, they were going to guarantee get 2. There you go, split it 1 for 2.
And there's the break starter once again. Shot from the corner, in and out. Lottie has gone ice cold. He had 9 points in the first quarter. Bear, he has missed every shot since.
I'm telling you, man, from playing with Kai, I think Kai's the best player in the world. So from playing remote and then coming to play on this stage, it's different. You got to think like you play 28 games and then you practice every day for 6 to 8 hours, and all your games are going to be on the same like East Central and then it's or West, but then you come down. Great fast break, and if you come down and you have to play on the stage, it's the added pressure. It's now it's more people in the chat. It's money, bigger money on the line. And then you have to go with. Now it's different. Like the timing and everything might be different. Got to adjust to it.
They were here early. Getting shots up. Getting ready. And B-Rich gets it stripped by Lord Bezos. 3-on-2 break. Shot in the corner. Wow. Splash can't hit.
That's your old board, Scott. That's it.
Oh, man. The Wiz, they got to count their blessings on that one. The one person you don't want to leave open there on the break when they're starting to move it around. Those are Splash. I mean, that's 4 misses in a row now. We're talking about he just, was going crazy. Wiz finally able to get him to cool off and forcing some misses.
I'm telling you, man, it's age different.
With the pass. Yes, sir.
Great play. Great play pass. Great pass. This is going to be a ball game. It's going to come down to the wire.
Talk all the time, especially Harris, about this gravity factor. Splashy, JBM, drawing the defense in, and then hit the dot. And that could be a charge. And it is. Wow. That's offensive.
I love the part when that happens. Like you sit there, it's like, wait, don't sit up and say anything yet.
They're up, Jack. They fried Encore. They're up, man. There you go. He set that cut. He tried it. That's what if you can see corner cuts, hash cuts, it forces the center to drop back. And now when JBM comes off that screen, he can shoot that leaner freely. Big shot. Big shot. Great pass.
Thought he had a turnover. And left Splashy all alone. We got a 3-point game. Final shot of the third. It has been a doozy so far. Scott Cole, Bear the Beast, Dirk the Caster. I feel like I need to roll my nickname out.
I was just about to. This is when JB is at his best. Time management, clock going down. That he's so poised and patient. It's like I don't know what you do right there.
Final. Nope, they're gonna foul. It's gonna be a foul to give. 1.8 to go.
Awkward doesn't get the credit he deserves for IQ. That dude is smart. He always understands the situation.
Lottie. 0 for the century since that first quarter blast. We got a good one. 6 minutes to go here in game number 1. Will it be the Jazz? Will it be the Wiz? Come on back and find out.
One of the best two-way players in the league, maybe the best two-way center that we have in the league, Scott. He's been great. He's been awesome so far in this game.
Yep. Thanks so much, Harris, from Palmer, Texas. Drafted here by Mavs Gaming and slipped through their fingers. On his way to the Wizards, trying to win back-to-back championships. JBM from the hash.
Cool bar.
Timeout.
See, once Splash got on ball, they didn't hyper switch it with compete that time. They hyper switched it to his closest defender, which was Lottie. Lottie ran to the top, but that's what I think JBM is starting to figure it out. He's not shooting the best. 4 for 13, he's 4 for 10, but he's getting them up and they're great. Look like that's a full.
He's got a double-double.
Man,
12 points, 12 assists.
JBM he's smart too. So it's like he could start to figure. If I'm the Jazz right now, I'm not liking my position.
Well, after that Houdini offensive rebound, they call timeout. They'll have 3 remaining, 5:45 left in game 1.
Overload, high, quick little Curry. I like it, JBM. I like it.
Knocks down the 21-footer.
This is
53-45. That's the longest 2 you can take right there from that corner.
Great rotation. This is Splash. He gotta make Dayfry put on his dancing shoes. Great switch. Dayfry and Houdini play on the best string in the league. Great pass.
Splash still gets a 3.
What's crazy to me too, right? We talk about hyper switching for the Jazz. The Wizards like, no, we don't care. Like awkward would we just be sitting there off ball and it's like we'll throw the center, the power forward, anything that we can at you.
That's the difference in their defense. I think like the Jazz player. Look at that. Beezus is causing problems for JBM right now. Great pass.
And here we go. Splashy will knock down the 3. We got a timeout. Let's check in with India.
He's up.
Scott, I hope you can hear me because the Thundersticks are going crazy. At the end of that third quarter, you had Splash saying, hey, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. And then you had Dayfry and Trevor back saying, I'm here and you're here, making sure that he knows that he's little and Dayfry's big. Exciting finish here. I'm looking forward to it.
It's been a good one. Thanks so much from India. We got a 2-point game, 53-51.
Dayfry tells Splash he's little when Splash throwing his hands up like, I'm here. I don't care anything what you talking about. I'm here.
I'd say those butterflies are all gone now here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, yeah. It's time to compete. They're having fun now. And they done loosened up. Trash talk is going. They're both teams are shooting 3 ball. They're going at it.
That's the voice of Season 2 Finals MVP, Bear the Beast. Well, 2 of the 3 of us out here won a championship. Mine was 5th grade rec basketball. Dirk has done nothing in his life, and of course, Bear won the championship.
So Dirk, you gonna let Scott get on you like that, Dirk?
Excuse me, Wizards District Gaming Team Tournament winner, Season 3. That's the only accolade I have.
And you beat Awkward.
I did.
Who made that pass just now? I didn't see it. I didn't see who made that pass to the corner. Beezus got a steal helping up, and they just dotted him, and Dini got the 3.
There's Splashy. Plenty of room. It's got Awkward on him, though. Rio come out trying to set a screen. Splashy all the way to the rim, the reverse jam.
That's mean. Good crossover right there.
That dunk just made me realize we have not been seeing anybody attack the paint. That's why I feel like it's the first dunk that we've seen in a while when it's not on a break. That's how, I mean, these point guards are just playing middies or threes, nothing else.
Harris talked about it on the opening clip, 3 and D. See a nice backdoor cut by Nudini.
And that JBM, man, he's smart, man. He got it. He's sending those. He know they just got a 3 for Nudini. Beezus is helping up. They got it. They could neutralize the power forward. They could neutralize Beezus. That Wizards offense, it'll get going and it'll open up JBM shots. He's doing it.
With the left hand. Like two heavyweights battling out here in game 1, 58-55.
Let me see if Beezus plays.
There you go again.
He did it. He did it. He went.
Dayfry back to Jack.
JBM's figuring it out, man. Watching it. He's figuring it out.
And it works to the hash and he greens it.
He's figuring them out. You can see it. His wheels are turning. He's locking in.
It's crazy too, I mean, because you couldn't even get the hyper switch off in that scenario. So he immediately was like, I'm going to run as far away as possible so that way Pete can't even run over. And that's what he's been going for. He's just trying to get the pull-up jumper going over towards the corner. But that time there was no corner defense stepping up. That's been the game changer why he wasn't able to get a lot of shots in the early part of this game.
Splashy, corner to corner.
Defense. Big shot.
Pete playing with a heavy heart this week. He's their franchise player. First player ever drafted.
Go that double.
By the Jazz.
Look at Beezus. Look at Beezus. Let's see. Ooh, great defense.
Ripped. And compete once again. 5 straight points for him. 1-point game.
Rhea got that. That's a good pluck right there by Rhea.
JBM with the badge will try to slow it down here. They've just got a 1-point lead now, 61-60. And the ball's loose again. And a good foul.
That's tough. They didn't wait him out and he jumped. And a lot of times the centers could jump, and it's almost like you're pressing square for the steal, and you're great steal by
Stolen right back. And they will foul JBM immediately. That foul's also above the 2 minutes.
Yes.
2:07 to go.
1-point ball game. JBM with badge. His offense hasn't been with badge. He hasn't killed him yet. I want to see if he can get something from the badge. You can't leave anybody right now.
Splashy also pops his badge, and JBM makes it a 3-point game. Under 2 minutes to go.
That's why he's a champ right there, man. 1-point ball game. Team need a bucket. He went and got it. And like we said, these guys haven't been driving. Let's see if they get the hyper switch.
And
same play.
Loose again.
Same play back. Rhea got the tip from the jump. Dayfry just did it back.
14 on the shot clock. 1:45 to go in the ball game. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Nearly taken away by Awkward.
Oh, he's going for it.
Awkward. It's chess match. JBM just went for it. Splash.
And he's fouled on the 3. He'll go to the line and get 3 points the non-fashion way.
Elbow. 2.
I feel like Lottie's going to have to hit a big shot if Jazz want to. Splash got 32, potential for 35 after this. Ooh.
Lottie hasn't scored since 1983. It's been a long time. He's been on 9 since the half.
I got faith in him, Scott. I think Lottie's going to have to hit him. They're going to sell out on Splash, and you can't leave compete. If Beezus or Lottie, and I'm thinking the way that JBM is playing, they're going to have to run something quick. Gets past to the Lottie. Lottie's not the big. He's not the big shot.
Well, they get 2 out of 3. After getting fouled on the triple. 90 seconds left in game 1.
Look at Beezus up. I want to see JBM get deep.
Boy, had Nudini in the corner.
I want to see him throw a steamer.
Takes his time. Shot clock working against him now.
Be rich.
The lefty, yes sir.
That's the only downfall of having your point guard at the top. Is that right there? It's once you start Dex and badge, that point guard, there's nothing he can do. It's nothing Splash could do right there.
And Beezus takes it right to the rim. That's
not on Dayfry.
Not the shot you want.
You don't do that on Dayfry.
1 minute to go. 2 possession games. Splashy.
It's a long shot. He went for it though.
Now you gotta start thinking about fouling here. Still a 2 possession game if you foul. This is valuable time coming off the clock.
Curious to see what JBM is thinking right here. Is he going to slip, throw it, reset? Dayfry going for the kill. Pass.
Nudini. And that's what I'm telling you. You foul, you save 30 seconds, and now you're down by 3 possessions because you don't want to foul a set. I don't get it.
Good Chapman. Scott, good Chapman. Scott, that's one thing that's interesting to me is like you and Dirk. I say y'all probably watch more games than anybody else in the 2K league. I would give y'all watch more games than the coaches and everybody else. Like y'all know the game. Like y'all, so it's you're absolutely right.
I want as much time as I can and keep it a 2-possession game. A foul would have done that at that moment.
Or at least like even that situation, like try to sell out and get a bump steal or something.
Yeah.
Like make something instead of just letting him just dribble that whole time. Like get active and try to make something happen.
Yeah, I'm not saying intentionally foul. I'm saying either we get a steal or a foul. Lottie, nope, broken.
Lottie went cold. He went cold. He played really well first quarter.
Boy, they're going to concede here, Bear. They're going to lay down.
Yeah, that's if they could have heard you, Scott, if you went over there fast enough and got to the Jazz huddle and told them to foul, maybe different outcome right now.
Rio's out here flopping. I mean, this is the finals.
Here we go. This is where it gets interesting. You're down 0-1 now if you're the Jazz.
69-62. Wizards take game 1.
Oh man, Awkward's he's telling Splashy to box.
Boy, admin's getting involved as Splashy and Awkward facing off after game 1. The Wizards are up a game here in a best of 5. It is heating up here in Dallas, Texas. Game 2 coming up on the other side.